Wow, wow, wow means I did not pay her to say that today. Let me take this jacket off from here. I'm still getting used to it. And if some of you know me, I'm a chef by heart, and chef jacket was my thing until it's not. So, but again, you can take a kid out of a kitchen, can't take a kitchen out of a kid, can you? Good morning, everyone. Well, let's give it up for everyone that presented before me, Marina, Kristen, and everyone else. Thank you so much for being here at the 10th Annual School Wellness Summit, Week of Wellness, or WOW. And my name is Devinder Kumar. I'm the Senior Director, Student Health and Wellness. I'm still struggling with that title. My name is Devinder Kumar. I'm the Senior Director of Student Health and Wellness at Wonderful College Prep Academy in the Central Valley, in the heart of Central Valley, rather, in Delano and Lost Hill, little north from here. I oversee nutrition services, student wellness center, and the learning farm. And before my presentation, let me, with a raise of a hand, tell me how many have been here last couple of days or heard me speak. Yeah, means for those who have missed, don't worry, yesterday's presentation was a riveting discussion on art of napping during my so yeah, we'll talk about that one later. Tad about me, before joining at the Wonderful College Prep Academy, I spent a decade in a small university on the other side named Stanford University. And then I left Silicon Valley for the Salad Bowl. And that transition has been nothing but rewarding. And before I go into much of the detail about the journey and last 3.5 humbling years, let me delve straight into empowering success, the strategic art of investing in employees. In today's journey, I want you to go with me to last 2.5, 3 years of a post-COVID challenges to a Forbes featured dining program. And there's no other way to describe this whole thing without giving credit to one team and one team only, and that's behind the scenes, the team that's not standing with us today, but that's team standing every single morning, 4 a.m. to the last people out. Doesn't matter, rain, shine, floods. Aaron was there for one of the CDE sessions. It was flooding that day, and we were still open. We still served. We still did what we needed to do. And that kind of, if you have that kind of a people behind you, then what do you do in return? We'll go through that journey. Every time I look at this picture, I cringe inside my soul. And means I guarantee everyone sitting in here would not want to serve this to their children or to their scholars or to just anyone. And but is it just a matter of a perception, or is it a reality for a lot of schools out there? Means there is a lot of a stigma attached around what we do and how we do. I think earlier Aaron just said Brian's newsletter, that angry lunch ladies, right? So there is some sort of a perception in there that we need to overcome and change. And for me, as I was mentioning earlier, I joined WCPA and in about 3.5 years ago, and my background is at Stanford University. So I wanted to bring the spirit of a higher education campus dining, global citizenship, health, wellness, nutrition-centric experience to K to 12 with an ambition to start multiple themed stations. 70-80% of our students rather are from a Latin heritage. We wanted to do a Latin station, global station to help them become a global citizen. We wanted to do everyone's fan favorite pasta station, grab and enjoy. As I've been saying it for the last 3 days, we never want them to go. That hence the grab and enjoy, not grab and go. and were the name just a few stations we wanted to do. But wait, who's cooking all that? Means I could roll my sleeves and do that maybe 3 days out of a week, sometime two. So who is going to do all this? And here's the burning question. How true is that lack of a qualified training staff hinders your ability to do culinary program implementation? Raise of a hand, tell me that that's one of the biggest factor you believe that you can't do a nutrition program because you can't tap into the qualified staff to do what you aspire to do. The moment I walked in a humbling Delano in a Lost Hill, California, we knew, I personally knew that I am not going to bring a talent, or I won't be able to bring a talent from the Bay Area or the Los Angeles market to cook in a school district. But now we have, believe me, now we have applicants from all over the nation. That's entirely different story. But how would you do that? How would you change without changing? How would you change without changing the people who wants to change? So Richard Branson says that you invest in people and people will invest back in your business. So that was my mantra, and I'm paraphrasing that one, and I may very well be quoting him. So I knew, and I guarantee everyone sitting in this room also believes in exactly what I'm going to say, that education can bridge the gap between all the can'ts and all the cannots. Raise of a hand if you do not believe that. So zero hands, that means every single person sitting in here believes that education can change the way we think, the change that we aspire to bring, the change that we meant to do as the change makers. We do not show up to work to say, I'm going to have a mediocre day today. Do we? If we say we are committed to excellence, how do you aspire, or how do you show your excellence, not just through you or your mirror, but also through your legacy? And I am going to take you on that journey with me. My mantra is train, retrain, and retain. Is any one of us is having the challenges with the keeping a staff on campus? No? Yes? A couple of them? Before my time, we were going through like employees were coming and going, coming and going. I don't, any analogy I would use would be very condescending, but yeah, that's the analogy it was there, that we were just going through that. And I say, this need to stop. And people are coming and people are going. Why is that happening? One reason is, all we have been hearing this for the entire morning, employee wellness. What does that mean? What does that mean to all of us? If our employees are not feeling mentally well, physically well, and then the paycheck wise well, are they really well? I come from a Bay Area, and there is a study that just came out that says the difference between person working and homeless is a one paycheck. Tell me if that's not true for a lot of people that work within our circle, or maybe within our team. We as a leader, what are we doing? Yes, we are. Yes, there are going to be as Heather was saying earlier, that road did not fit in that box. But what do you do to make that roadmap fit in the box that you aspire to be as a leader? That was a challenge I took 3.5 years ago. Well, we partnered with a culinary online school, Ruby, and I personally went to 11 people that were our full-time Wonderful College Prep Academy employees at that time. offered them that, hey, this is a program, we will pay for it through KIT funds, through a grant, and all you have to do is commit to this program, go do self-pace all the online education. Will provide you a mentor, will provide you a material, will provide you a learning and teaching kitchen on a weekly basis to practice if you can't practice at home. And the journey began. We, as I was saying earlier, we identified the curriculum, tapped into a KIT fund, and fully supported the, well, this is missing a picture. Let me go back and see if this one pulls back. Okay, this did not pull back. All right, we are having some technical challenges. John, do you want to take over? It's the same. Cool. All right, here's a picture of my 5 beautiful people. Imagine with your thing, and navigation of a path to the success started. Let me just go straight through. The picture before this one was a picture where our mentor chefs were in a teaching kitchen teaching all of our employees on a weekly basis what are the foundations, different cuisines, different ingredients, different techniques, and everything that we as a culinarian learned. For me was a 20 plus years in the industry. For the fellow mentor chef was a 6 or 7 years in industry, and then we were just given knowledge, and it was so astonishing to see that they were all hungry for that knowledge. Ladies and gentlemen, meet our first culinary class of 2022. 8 of that, we started with a 5, that became a 6, that became 7, that became 8. 8 of our students, they all graduated, 100% completion rate, everyone graded A minus or better. Now, if you invest in talent like this, what happens? Let me try to refresh my screen, and I want you to see things that we are doing. Let me try to refresh that if that helps. Looks like it did come back. And here's my beautiful looking team. Here are the chefs going through the entire process every week, even though we are 2 schools which are 45 miles apart or 45 minutes journey apart. We actually had people from both schools come every Friday after our regular school lunch and spend 2.5, 3 hours with us. We would pay them the travel time and all the costs associated with it. And 8 months later, going live, 1, 2, 3. Let's give them a round of applause one more time. And this is what happens when you invest in your people. This is our holiday dinner right after they graduated. They graduated for the Christmas. We were immediately able to expand our menu, grab and go, Latin station, pasta station. Immediately the quality improved. We were able to, yesterday I shared that we started a unique program where we were able to bring all the staff to eat at the dining hall, and district figure out a way how to pay for all of them. Immediately our participation numbers were skyrocketing. We didn't know what to do with this. We didn't know that how big that program became overnight. And then there was a problem when this kind of a challenge comes in. Another initiative we started was a purple pantry. If some of you already heard me talking about this one, this is very, very close to my heart. 124 students and community members with the different restriction or allergies to a 24 different food groups. How do you handle and how do you provide a solution or safe food for those children or scholars or your community member? Well, Miss Patty Perez, she was one of our graduates from that cohort and runs the entire program of providing customized label safe meal daily for breakfast, lunch, and supper in count of a 300 meals a day. If you have a child or if you do have some sort of a restriction, you know this could be a matter of a life and a death in some cases. How important this was. We were able to start this kind of innovative programs because we made a choice to invest in our employee wellness through employee empowerment. If you are a decision maker sitting in this room and you don't want me on your speed dial, then I need to start all over. This is exactly this needs to be because we cannot continue to do same old and expect a different result. That would be the definition of insanity. Wellness and employee empowerment goes hand to hand. Immediately we started a more and more access to meals. We got a kid fund and got this baby Wolfie, and all of a sudden we had a second chance. Yes, Wolf is our mascot, so baby Wolfie was name picked by our students. So we got that. Our dining hall became the hub of everything celebration. There was a positive reputation that if you go to Harvest Hall, we no longer call ourselves cafeteria. We call ourselves a dining hall because this is exactly what we empowered our team to do. Transformation from an angry lunch lady to the to the dining hall workers. Everyone was eager to go back. Everything celebration. Some of you heard me saying that this is a mini pumpkin patch in the middle of our dining hall. It was humbling to see that some of our scholars, that was their first time seeing the pumpkin patch. It broke my heart, but not even broke my heart. It gave me a more motivation to do more and more and more of these things. Diversity, equity, inclusion based cultural event, tapping into every resource we could get. Talking of resources, what we can get. This is our high school team of soldiers of change. These soldiers of change aspire to change the world one day at a time. They wanted to see so many cultural events on our school calendar that I had to literally start getting the hair paint for my hair because it was turning gray. But partnering with these future leader, we were able to do a Lunar New Year. Okay, went back again. There you go. Lunar New Year, we were able to showcase culinary excellence. And this is remember, mind you, this is the same crew who had a stigma attached around them. We celebrated our first Holi in our dining hall. We celebrated the entire Black History Month. Our mantra is celebrate Black history in that month and every day. The diversity, equity, and inclusion is not time bound. It needs to be every day. But you can't do that if you can't empower your people to do that. This is our African recipe display where we partner with our community members who showcase their local or the global recipes. There are some Ethiopian to some Cajun recipes. By the way, one of the secret that I learned with partnering with one of our parent was a Cajun spice mix. And if you want to change the game in a Cajun spice mix, change your herb mix to herb de Provence. You will thank me later, and I will thank that person later. Then, of course, our fan favorite, everyone's favorite, Latino Heritage Month celebrations that included a taco stands, tamale station, horchata, taquitos, fruit with a homemade tahine. And I'm just drooling, and it's super early. So we worked with the district to provide a free adult meal as a part of their benefit. And then immediately we saw a boost in not even a campus wide morale, but the retention rates. I shared the story yesterday that when we hire our new academic staff, we do 100% of our open houses in our dining, and we actually open the dining that day for them if it happens to be on a weekend. And they get to see our work before they actually say yes to us. They know that they will be coming here twice a day minimum, sometimes 3 times to grab our infused water from our dining hall, which is open, by the way, 6 a.m. all the way through 4 p.m. Anytime you come to our dining hall, there's an entire station with the 6 or 7 different flavors of infused water you can grab. This unique program of extending our reach to academic staff or staff and faculty and staff rather created a unique dining ambassadorship among our adults. And immediately we saw, again, I'm coming back to the same thing, participation, morale, and retention higher. There was a camaraderie, there was a community. Anything Harvest Hall, we had immediate buy-in. All of a sudden, we became the academic partners. We no longer were the support. We no longer were the in-service department. We were the partners. We had the same right on the same table because we were doing that many things that included the staff wellness, the campus wellness, and then of course what we were doing within. We continue to tap into every single opportunity on school ground to keep our school dollars in school. Anything, either it was a professional development event, back to school event, individual learning plan event, we catered them all. As of today, nutrition service holds the right to refuse the service to a campus. That means every school dollar we spend on a food gets to circle through my department. And the only way we were able to do that because we were able to provide as many choices as they were looking for. You want sandwich, you got it. You want a fajita bowl, you have it. You want a Asian inspired food, yes sir. You want a California bowl, we'll talk about that in a second. Absolutely, not for the right reason. This was our first culinary cohort since pandemic, and this course was led by the chef mentors who came out of our employee cohort. This is Miss Araceli in a gray chef jacket, very proud at the corner, who used to hide in a room, and I still laugh about it, yet put 3 people to shame when she's working. And then I said, oh my God, this is a superstar. This woman is everywhere. I can't keep up with her. And then we put her through the program. Today, Araceli Medina cooks 5,000 scratch cooked health, wellness, and nutrition centric meals. Let's give it up for Miss Araceli Medina. And we would not be able to do it because we chose to empower wellness through empowering our employees. Also this is Araceli doing some fun stuff with the scallops for our VIP event. Any time we have an opportunity to showcase the beautiful colors we go there and do that. I know that we are 4 minutes away from it, but here's Miss Erin Primer hanging with us for our CDE-led training at our campus, where our team created or partnered with the CDE, and 3 of those 8 chefs actually led the cooking demos for CDE-led training program, and we were able to create something unique. This is a USDA adapted California bowl, and that is a 5 recipes that are featured in our CDE and USDA. They're on their way to to a USDA rather. And this, we could not be able to do this if we did not empower our employees to do that. I could have done that, but why would I do that? Why would I miss an opportunity to create a legacy, miss an opportunity to create a people, the empowerment? I came to this country without culinary degree or background, and today I'm standing preaching culinary. It was all because people before me chose to empower me, and I'm paying it forward. All the chefs from the culinary cohort, they preach and practice all dining ecosystem facet. FS, and big C. Food, safety, staff, finance, and everyone's favorite, compliance. Proud moment for several of our team members chosen for their prestigious recognition for their commitment to excellence. By the way, when the group started, everyone was food service worker 1. Today, out of that first cohort, 4 food service worker are FSW 3, 2 are FSW 5, the lead cook, including Araceli Medina. 1 is a food service supervisor, and 1 is our sous chef. This is a power. Earlier, I said that we started this program with the aspiration to just not be mediocre anymore. Our school dining program was featured in Forbes in June. And thank you so much. Appreciate you. Thank you. And here is a CD showcase talking about to inspire others. I'm not standing in here to boast about what we are doing. I'm standing here, I'm pleading to you as a change maker. If you can, if it is in your power to empower a person sitting next to you or beyond, let's start that yesterday, because today would be very late for doing that. This is the team that makes it look very, very, very easy. And remember, I was saying, you don't build a business, you build people, and people will build a business. With that, I'm coming to the conclusion. Our mantra became, come for the academics and stay for the food. Here is the QR code for today's presentation. Feel free to reach out. I'll be more than happy to partner. I'll be more than happy to answer any question. I'll be more than happy to share 3.5 years of lesson learned and all the hair pulling moments and the success stories. And I could not have done it. I want to step back and say that I could not have done it without the team in there and also my support circle, either it's Aaron or Miss Crystal Young or everyone in this room moving forward who is going to be on my speed dial, because we all are in it together for the one reason and one reason only, and that's our scholars, that's our community. We do not show up to this job for a paycheck anymore. It needs to be a purpose-driven and empowering. Anyone else? Any question? Cool. Well, thank you so much.